They said they will release cast in 4 days. Ah, oh my Jesus. On their website, it says 4 days. It took 3 months of waiting. Look at my lyrics. Song has been playing in my mind for so long. Like, it's just ringing and ringing. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. Today, it's a new day. For all my returning subscribers, welcome. To everybody that's a new subscriber watching this video, you are welcome. As you've seen the title, I'm going to do a brief summary of the things that we go through when we want to leave this country. It's not easy in this world. It's not easy at all. By the way, this is not my Acne updates, but I just want to let you guys know that there is one stubborn guy in this place here. The thing is that every time I have important things to do in this life, every time I have important pictures to take, that's when this guy comes out. And it does not come out anytime I go to my dermatologist to take shots. Never. But let me have important things to do in this life, like maybe if I'm going on a date, or or see a sort of glory president, or an important thing like taking my international passport picture. That is when it will come out. I didn't understand it. In my last video now, this thing was not there, but I recently went to do my passport. A day 2, this guy showed up. A day 2, that's when this guy showed up. It's very annoying, and it's because every time, and it's always the same one. Oh, and because I've not gotten chance to take shots from my dermatologist yet, that's by the way. I just want to give guys, because I'm vexed. I'm so sorry you guys that came to watch UK depression and all of those anxiety things. My channel is also for my live blog, my acne journey, so that's why I'm giving updates for those that I've seen those videos. Because as of last week, my face was completely clear, and this morning I have one huge thing on my close to my lips. Anyways, let's get into the video, shall we? So, the process of leaving this country is hard. It's not hard actually. It's quite easy if you know the right things to do, and the right people to meet, and the right document to need. But let's not even lie. This jackpot, it's a lot. There's plenty. Everybody wants to leave the country. Everybody wants to leave the country. I'm in Nigeria, by the way, for everybody that is watching from a foreign country. I'm in Nigeria, and currently I am still in Nigeria. It's a lot. It's a whole lot, because so many things are involved. Like, it's not as easy as it looks. What I used to think was, if you have the money, then just go. But now, so something will just come up in the middle of the road. Like, you're just going. Your family, your village people just catch. Or drag you. Well, it's a lot. Anyways, this video is particular to going to the United Kingdoms, and I don't know about visiting. I'm talking about studying. So studying in the UK, I'm just going to talk about how it has been stressful for my life, my soul, my spirit. I am stressed. I am exhausted. You guys know, in fact, everybody that has gone through this studying in the UK process and are actually in the UK now, and you did these things by yourself, you guys are the real MVP. Because how did you do it? And you survived, did not die on the road. It's only God, though. Because you're the real MVPs, though. People don't talk about this thing, they don't talk about it a lot, but it's actually a lot. The process sounds easy. Get your admission, get your admission, pay your tuition fee, get your visa, and go. That's what they will tell you. All the rejections, all the delay, all the wait. It's even the wait that is tiresome. You see, that waiting process is horrible. It's really hard. It's a horrible thing. Okay, let's get into the video actually. So in my experience, so I don't know about anybody, I'm talking about myself, this process has been so much for my mental health, for everything. It has been a lot, weighing me down, dragging me. Today my spirit is in the sky, tomorrow I've hit the floor like zero. In fact, as I speak to you, I'm still stressed. I'm still stressed. It's not easy. So to avoid all of these things, just get your facts right. Just know what document you need. I'm still going to do another video concerning that later. This video is just to let you guys know that studying in the UK is not beans. It takes strong will, because you will get disappointed along the way. Unplanned things will happen. So many, see, if I check my email now, so many rejections, like, because I applied to so many schools, and I applied for Masters of Architecture. Like, I will not wake up the next morning and say, oh sorry, we could not take you, Hilode, for reasons something. Some of them even tell me they cannot tell me the reason. You guys, it's exhausting. It's actually exhausting. Now another one is unplanned events. Something will just come up. Surely that money that you are planning to use, one thing we just show face and say, let me collect. Along with jail for you people, God forbid, but you have to plan for unwanted things. I don't even have to explain it, because in my case, I applied for a school. I paid my deposit for that school. I was awaiting cars for that school. I don't want to name of school. I'll give you the gist later. And midway, they offered me an alternate course. What concern alternate course? You're supposed to give me my class like the next day. So then I had to ask for a refund. A refund takes 6 weeks. Now that money that I used to pay, that I'm supposed to go and use to get another admission, they say it takes 6 weeks, and I can wait for 6 weeks. Do you see all these unnecessary things? So everything is just upside down. Now another one that is even worse is the wait time. That's the one I cannot even deal with. That's when you apply for school, you now have to wait. This will take their time. And so there are some very unfortunate schools. They will take 5 months to reply. That's why, guys, you need to do your research properly. But I'll also help with this research thing. I will drop in my next videos. I'll drop schools that they have sense. Schools that have sense, I will do video on them, because I have gone through too much. I know everything. Still, every time I go, I sound like this. I am agent to myself. The way I used to, I know these things, like what I've gone through in this world. What I've gone through in this world. So you have to know the wait time for the schools you're applying for. There are some schools that are very good. In fact, if you check online, you will see so many things about them. They're giving scholarship, they're giving discount, give you accommodation, it's cheap. Okay, but have you thought about how long will it take to respond to you if you send them a mail? What if you have to complain? Will they respond to you immediately? What if you want to ask about something? Will they respond to you immediately? What is their cash wait time? Do they take time to give cash? Do they have cash shield? Because there's something called cash shield. Some people do interview, some people do cash shield, some people do both cash shield and interview. Do they have cash requests for how many days does it take to release cash? Are they truthful to those days? When will my offer land? These people, will they not give me cash until unconditional offer? What do I need to get unconditional offer? How many days does it take to release unconditional offer? See, it's not just enough that you research about the school and know everything about the school. You have to know what their processes is like, how it goes, how long it takes for each process. Because if I had done this research, I would not be in this case. I went to go and pick school that everybody knows is popular. My eyes have seen. My eyes have seen. So it's better that you know what you're doing in this life. I'm serious with it. As you are looking for schools, there are Telegram groups. I will drop some school Telegram groups in the description box that you guys can always join. So before you even apply, join these groups, ask questions. Everybody on that group, they are all applicants. Some people are already there, some people are just applying. They have, experience on these things, and they will answer you on time. There are schools that as a last year they had sense, but now they are unfortunate. And one year I've get them. So you guys there. So you have to know sorry. You have to know all of these processes. Also, let's not forget that for me is a bastard. For me is rubbish. Except you're paying 3 or 4 months before your deadline date. Go ahead. Why not? The world is your oyster. Is that how they used to say, Tabby? Yeah, the world is your oyster. Go ahead. That's fine. But surely, if your deadline is in a month or a month and a half, please, I beg. Don't near it though. So that's why I'm putting this video out, so that anybody that's planning to study in the UK, once you get your unconditional offer, and what is next is for you to pay your tuition fee, even if you have 7 months before your resumption, please don't wait until it's too close. Start filling your form as soon as possible. As soon as possible. In my case, I was supposed to resume September, so definitely my deadline for payment was July/August. I filled my form in April. I got rejected twice. Eventually, this money was debited first week of July. April, May, June, July. We did the 4 months because of processing for me. So what if I had waited, and the purpose of filling that for me early was that so that I can get it out of the way. Most people have said it takes, as at that time, all I heard was, oh, it takes a month. So I filled it early just in case, just in case it takes 1 month. I still have time. I was deceiving myself. April, May, even though it was April ending, so let's just say May, June, July. May, June. Eventually, July worked out for me. Or did the 3 months. So you guys, you see that wait process, that waiting for the money to be debited. And again, the money was not in my account, so I could not be disturbing account manager. All I could do was wait and be disturbing my parents. And our parents will be there, tell you, don't worry, to work out. And truthfully, I had time, so I was not even too bothered. But when as it was reaching June ending, my mind was already going upside down. You get it's the wait is mad though. It's horrible. You see that process of waiting for your money to be debited, waiting for it to, once you fill your form first, you wait for it to be approved, then you will wait for it to be debited, then you will wait for your telex to come. This was see, Nigerians have made everything hard, just made everything hard, because this thing is not that deep. So there are some schools that allow you to connect Flywire to Form A. I've heard, I didn't use that process. I used Flywire direct for applying for my second school. As the first one, I was waiting for the refund. So I used Flywire direct at black market rate, but I used a dollar card, so it was more reasonable. And that time dollar was like $7.50 or $7.20 or so. So it made sense because dollar and pounds were almost together. But if you are paying with a Nigerian card, Flywire is not advisable because it will be too expensive. If you think you can pay the money, it's fine, but it will be too expensive. But there are some schools that allow you to connect Flywire to Form A. So because Flywire is at the ones that are going to collect the money, it's going to be faster. It will take about 3 days, so about 1 week, instead of going through it only Form A. But not all schools allow Flywire. There are few schools that take Flywire. So most schools in the UK actually, they do only bank transfer and card payments. So if you find anyone that uses Flywire, lucky you. I'll also list some schools that use Flywire for their payments, but that might not be in this video because that's another discussion entirely. As I was saying, for me, it's another long wait time. You see, all this time my mind was just thinking, okay, so what if it does not work? What if they don't remove it? Because they've rejected me 2 times already, or they did 2 times, and the reasons were unreasonable. They wanted invoice. not give invoice. So do you want me to go and forge documents? Check plan in here. Is that what you want? So eventually I had to go and screenshot something and send to them. Oh yeah, approve it though. Go to Diwala. Like I said, it's a struggle. Now, there's some unfortunate schools. Very unfortunate. I'm telling you, that's why I said you guys need to do your research properly. Because on their website, they will praise them. Obviously, on their website, they will praise themselves. There are some reviews also that you find online that will sound good. Actually, see, in this world, there's nothing that is good 100% or perfect 100%. Even there are schools that I read the worst reviews from, the worst. And when I applied, I had the best experience from them. And that's Wolverhampton. Those people, they deserve accolades. But if you read what they said online about Wolverhampton, you will not even want to move near them. But they are so precise and timely, and they, in fact, you know they are students and they are already following you in total. They will call you every time and tell you, okay, so where are you in your process? How can we make it better for you? What do you need us to do? They release casts. I'm already doing. I'm already saying the things I don't want to say, but no, Wolverhampton, they are. I'm just saying. I'm giving an example of schools that online. If you read reviews from other people, they are bad. If you go online and read reviews about Wolverhampton, most of them are good. But I went ahead and applied anyways because I liked what I saw, and in fact my experience was so. In fact, there are no words for it. Those people are the best, but I didn't eventually go there. That's story for another day. So, like I said, there are some unfortunate schools. That's why I say you have to do your research. Go on Telegram, go on Facebook. They have groups, especially Telegram, but Telegram is the best because they will tell you the truth there. You will know. You don't even need to ask any questions. Just once you join the group, just scroll back and start reading. Search. Put search for words, cast, visa, unconditional offer, interview, all those things. You will see if people are going through struggles or they're not going through struggles. You will know straight, and not stress yourself in this life. But if you don't do that, and you go and search and you go and look for big school that they say, oh, this school is nice, the compound is good, okay, and you apply, you now get the finish like I did, and then you are looking at this. What's the meaning of this? The school I applied for that I was still able to gist. Later, it's a gradual process. They said they will release cards in 4 days. Oh my Jesus! On their website, it says 4 days. It took 3 months of waiting because it's July. 3 months, 2 months, August, July, August. Okay, so in my case, it took 2 months of waiting. In some other people's case, they paid since May, June, July, August. 4 months. Whether I pay was a mistake, 4 days. They made the wanted to write 4 months. But then again, this school, as I will explain later, the release of cast depends on so many things. So let me not even just badmouth it even completely, because most people do a lot of mistakes that makes their pass, come later or very late or not at all. There are things that you're supposed to look out for when you're applying. Things that are supposed to, it can be something as little as confirming if you have a disability or not. Now, if you don't respond and say, oh no, I don't have a disability, that single thing might keep your cast. Away from you. And the university is attending to so many students, so they might not have time to get back to you and say, oh, please respond if you have a disability or not. This is you that has to do that follow-up. So like I said, just do your research. I think the way they talk bad about Wolverhampton is the way I'm talking bad about this school now, based on my experience. But I've seen other people that have gotten their class in 2 days, in actually 4 days, and some that have gotten it in 5 months. So, but there are schools that do not go through that. Do you get what I'm saying? There are schools that they follow up with you if something is missing in your application, they tell you upfront so that you know what you are dealing with, not the one that they'll just keep short. Anyways, after for me, you now start waiting for CAS. That's the whole CAS thing. So also know the process of CAS now. Okay guys, so there is the part 2 of this video that you're going to have to watch once you're done with this one. Just I'll put the link somewhere here or here where you guys can just click it and watch it, because it's a whole long process and I didn't want to make the video too long, so I actually have to break it into 2 so you guys can go right into that video once you're done from here. Also, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you, and if you're a new subscriber, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. I love you from the bottom of my heart.